In this podcast episode, Mel Robbins welcomes Bryan Stevenson, a renowned civil rights attorney and the founder of the Equal Justice Initiative. Stevenson has dedicated his life to advocating for justice, particularly for those on death row and individuals who have been wrongfully convicted. His work has saved over 140 people from death row, many of whom were innocent. Through their conversation, Robbins and Stevenson explore themes of compassion, justice, mercy, and the importance of understanding the human experience. Bryan Stevenson emphasizes the transformative power of compassion in our lives. He believes that embracing compassion not only strengthens our character, but also enhances our beauty as human beings. Stevenson argues that when we lead with compassion, we can navigate complex situations and overcome heartbreak. This approach has not only affirmed his own life, but has also inspired countless others. He encourages listeners to cultivate compassion, as it can lead to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. Stevenson defines justice as a constant struggle rather than a fixed destination. He explains that justice involves navigating the inevitable conflicts and divisions that arise in a world marked by power imbalances. Those with less power often face significant challenges in recovering from harm and injustice. He urges individuals with power to recognize their responsibility to protect those who are vulnerable. For Stevenson, justice is about valuing mercy and striving for a world where love prevails over conflict and division. A key theme in their discussion is the concept of proximity. Stevenson believes that to truly understand the struggles of others, we must get close to them. This means engaging with those who are marginalized, oppressed, or suffering. By doing so, we can gain insights into their experiences and the systemic injustices they face. Stevenson shares personal stories from his work, illustrating how proximity has allowed him to witness the humanity and dignity of those often overlooked by society. Stevenson reflects on the importance of acknowledging and confronting our history, particularly regarding racial injustice. He highlights the need to remember the suffering endured by marginalized communities and the lessons that can be learned from that history. By understanding the past, we can work towards creating a more just and equitable future. He emphasizes that memory is a form of justice owed to those who have suffered, and that confronting uncomfortable truths is essential for healing and progress. Throughout the episode, Stevenson shares poignant stories of individuals he has represented, illustrating the complexities of their lives and the circumstances that led them to their current situations. He recounts the case of Walter McMillan, a man wrongfully convicted of murder, and the systemic failures that contributed to his conviction. Despite overwhelming evidence of his innocence, McMillan faced the death penalty due to a flawed legal system. Stevenson's relentless pursuit of justice for McMillan ultimately led to his exoneration, showcasing the power of hope and perseverance. Stevenson also discusses the importance of recognizing that people are more than the worst things they have done. He believes that everyone deserves a chance at redemption and that our justice system should reflect this understanding. By focusing on the humanity of individuals rather than reducing them to their mistakes, we can foster a more compassionate and just society. Stevenson encourages listeners to become advocates for justice in their own communities. He emphasizes the importance of education in understanding systemic injustices and the need for individuals to take action. By learning about the experiences of marginalized groups and the history of injustice, we can better equip ourselves to challenge the status quo and advocate for change. Stevenson believes that everyone has the capacity to make a difference, no matter how small, and that collective action can lead to significant progress. As the conversation draws to a close, Robbins and Stevenson discuss the importance of hope in the face of adversity. Stevenson reminds listeners that hopelessness is the enemy of justice and that we must remain committed to creating a more just world. He encourages individuals to engage with their communities, support those who are struggling, and stand up against injustice. By doing so, we can all contribute to a more compassionate and equitable society.